Hi guys, it's Brittany. So today we're going to be doing a review as I put this pump together of the Baby Buddha pump. So we're currently under lockdown for COVID-19, so I figured why not do some reviews today, get some stuff knocked out that I usually never have time to do. But before I get started, make sure you like and subscribe so that every single time I update a video, you guys can get an alert. So let's get started. So today we're going to be doing a review on the Baby Buddha pump, which is one of my favorite pumps. Like, it's top. So, when you get this pump, what it comes with is, of course, a pump. Comes with the lanyard. Comes with the bottles. It comes with the tubing, which has another part, so it'd be nice if that showed up. Tubing doll. Disconnects. Comes with the tubing. It's T-shaped. And it comes with like a little, you know, those little strap backpacks you used to get in college that has Baby Buddha on it. Yeah, it comes with one of those, some random like bumper stickers or something like that. So that's it. And it also comes with, of course, a charging cable. So the charging cable, it's micro USB, and then it has a USB port so you can charge it in like an iPhone charge block. You can charge it in your computer, but that's all that it comes with. So I'll go over each of the parts just so you guys can know a little bit more about the features. So I'll start with the tubing actually. So one of the things that I like about the tubing, obviously this part connects to your two flanges, and then the bottom part is going to connect to the pump. But one of my favorite things about the tubing, I'll hold it close so you guys can see it, is that you can switch from left, middle, or right. And so what that will do is, depending on where you have it set, obviously in the middle, you're pumping both boobs. Left, that's my left. You're pumping left side, right, you're pumping the right side. So most pumps, when you're using them and you want to pump one side, you have to take the tubing out and disconnect it and put it back, which is in the way. So the fact that you can switch with like a click of the button is really, really good. Like, I don't know who thought of this, but thank you so much. I'm tired of disconnecting tubing, especially since, you know, I feel like most people have like a lazy or like a slacker boob. I do my left side. My left side was a slacker with my first child. With my second child, I was like, left side's doing good. And lately it hasn't been good. So if you want to pump one side longer, you just flip the switch and it's perfect. The bottles. The bottles are actually my least favorite thing about this pump. If you can see, I just think they're very bulky. Like, it's so big, so many parts. Like, just not a fan of them. I do use them still. I dropped something. I do use them still, but they're just not my favorite. Medela has the best bottles, hands down. If you don't agree with me, you're wrong. I'm sorry. Really, no. Honestly and truly, I love Medela bottles. I love their system. But here we are. So it comes with a shield cap, which I think is nice. I think most pump flanges don't come with these, and if you're traveling, it's perfect. You know, you put this stuff in and out of bags already, so I really like the fact that it comes with this flange part, but it comes with this weird gel insert that I don't ever use. See, dropping stuff again, y'all. Comes with this weird gel insert that goes in here, and this case only works if you have this in here. I don't use it with this gel insert. Therefore, I can't use either of these two. So these two actually sit in a bag in my daughter's room, and I don't ever use them. Of course, the flange. This is where the tubing connects. This is, I don't know what this is, honestly, but this is what makes it a closed system, so that milk can't get into the tubing. So this just kind of sits in here at the top. You have your bottle, of course. It goes up to 5 ounces. You probably get a little bit more in here. And then it has the duckbill or whatever. This one's clear, unlike, which one? Spectra, which is completely white. You can't see through it. This is kind of, it gets in there, but it gets kind of stuck. So it's kind of hard to like take it in. Like, I find myself having to like make sure my hands are dry and like pull it out. So I could see like it like flinging off and getting lost somewhere. But yeah, the bottle system isn't my favorite, but I do use it. I planned on hacking my Buddha pump for my Spectra parts because I was supposed to be traveling to Spain, but due to COVID-19, that is not happening. Screw you, COVID-19. So yeah, so my idea was to have the Spectra parts hacked to my Buddha so that I could use one set of parts but different pumps. They don't recommend you hacking your products, obviously, but they do on their website show you how to do it. So I think that's really good. Even though they don't want you to be doing it, they help you out, give you diagrams of how to do it. So I actually bought another tubing set so I could play with it, but it's no longer needed, so I just have backup tubing now. It also comes with backup duckbills, which I didn't realize until the other day. But that's everything that it comes with. So now on to the pump and its features. So the pump is very small. As you can see, it fits in my hand. It's super lightweight. It probably weighs like half a pound, if that. The pump it's kind of loud. I'll let you hear it. So that's what it sounds like on stimulation mode, and this is expression. So the pump has 5 levels for stimulation, 9 for expression. You use this trackball in the middle to go up and down in between levels, and you click it in and out to go in between stimulation and expression. There's a timer up here as well. On the stimulation mode, it does 10 like light sucks and then 1 long suck. So when you hear people talk about the suction on the Buddha, the suction overall is strong and good in general, but this is the one that they're talking about. I'll let you hear it. So that long one is like the whoo. The first time I did it, I was like, oh my God. So just so you know, for me and my comfort level, I'm usually on the Spectra. I'll have to start myself in stimulation mode out on a level 2, sit there for like a minute and a half, work my way up to a 3, and then I'll go into expression at a level 4. And the highest I'll usually work my way up to is like a 6 or 7. So I almost did not get this pump because of that, because everyone was talking about how strong the suction is. But I will say I'm so glad I got it. And there's ways to combat that. So there's a couple of things you can do if the suction is too strong. It does the 10 small sucks. So instead of, and then the 1 long one, which is the powerful one. So you can always switch over to expression and start yourself off at a level 1 there. Another thing that I used to do, gotta get the tubing for this, is I used to take the tubing and kind of like hold it up to it, but not really put it in. To obviously the suction isn't as strong because that seal isn't as good, until I got used to it, and then I would close it in. Again, I was doing this on expression, not on the long stimulation mode. I don't ever go in at that mode. And recently what I've started doing is I've started doing it in expression mode. There's 10 of these, like I said, and then on the 11th one, it goes strong. But if you scroll down, it starts all over again. So I'll usually do that and scroll down and start it over again until I get used to it for about a minute. I'll switch over to expression, do expression for about 4 minutes. So I'm at the 5-minute mark now. And then I'll go back and I'll let the expression play out and do the 10 short sucks and then the 1 long one. Because by then I've been pumping for 5 minutes, I'm kind of good, and that 1 long one doesn't take my breath away. If you just run the pump as normal, what happens is it does the 10 suction, it does a long one, it does that a few times, maybe like 3 to 5 times, and then it bumps you up to the next level. And it does that at a level 2, 10 short ones, 1 long one, and that goes all the way up to level 5, like I was saying. I will say that most people, when I hear them review this, they're like, hey, I can't get past a level 1. And I'm sure that they are probably not as sensitive as I am. That strong suck, as you go up in levels, you would think that strong suck would get worse, but it doesn't. Because I've accidentally set my pump at a higher level than I've meant to, and I've looked down and I'm like, oh snap, I'm on a 3. That initial short suck gets stronger, but the long one doesn't really get that much worse. So if you think that that's bad and you're like, oh God, I'm afraid to go to a level 2, it's not that bad. The expression mode, like I said, it goes up to 9. I can only get to a 4. So once I'm in letdown mode, I'll switch to expression, and 4 is really high for me. The suction on this is really good. Like, I would say that it's better than any pump that I have, or just as good. So if you're worried about like, oh, this is a little teeny tiny pump, no, this thing is just as strong as your Spectra, your Medela pump style, anything else you have in your closet. I will say that, I mean, maybe the hospital grade would, that $2,000 one, the Medela Symphony, I think, might be better than this one, but it's pretty strong. So you don't have anything to worry about that there. When charging it, they recommend not to go over 3 hours. So one of the things I will say is when I get home, I'll charge this, but I won't leave it on the charger. So don't charge it overnight. I've heard a lot of people complaining about the battery life, and they tell you to not overcharge this. So I think that can really affect the battery life when you're using it, is to not overcharge. So I'll literally watch it, and once it gets close to it, as soon as it does, I'll take it off the charger. So I think that's one good thing to do so that you don't mess up the battery life of this. I haven't had issues, and I've pretty much been using this as my sole pump for about a couple months now, but I don't overcharge it. On one charge, you can probably get about 5. Yeah, you probably do about 5 pumps, and I pump for 30 minutes, so it lasts a long time. I think this pump is a great alternative to the Medela Freestyle that they just came out with. So I was really excited about that. With my insurance, I was like, oh, I can get another pump. It has a USB cord. I was just really excited about the thought of it. But that one is like $300 or $400, and this one is $180. They have coupon codes. A lot of people who have done reviews on this have a coupon code. So I will, if I can find them, I'll link to that. But don't buy one without the coupon code. Go online, search. You can get 10, 15. I think the highest I've seen is 20% off. You can buy this on Amazon, but I would definitely buy it from the manufacturer and get that, use that code. So yeah, that's it. I love this thing. It's a little noisy. The parts they give you for it are a little bulky, but honestly, that's the only downside. Like, this thing is great. You can carry it around the house with you. I still like to pump sitting down because I get more that way. And I think most people do. But if you have to get up, I have 2 kids, it's perfect. So highly recommend Baby Buddha. Like I said, I love this thing. So if you have any questions, let me know. And yeah, talk to you guys later. Bye.